Good morning. This is the voting hearing of the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, February 8th, 2024. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional testimony accepted this morning. We'll begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, February 6th, 2024. Item number 1, BHC Corporation General Partner, doing business as Club Cafe, located at 209 Columbus Ave. Date of the incident, November 4th, 2022. This was a 911 call for staff on patron assault in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. We have been notified by the licensee's counsel that they are expecting to submit further affidavits and supplemental briefing materials that the board has not yet received.
Okay, I'm still prepared to discuss and vote if other commissioners are.
Yeah.
Do you want to defer? I don't mind.
Who are the affidavits coming from? Do we know?
All I know, at least one of them is from a supposed witness who was there that evening. There was one witness testimony. It was an email that we received last night that they are now putting into affidavit form. And if there is one other, I do not know who that is coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have thoughts. I just don't know. You know, do we want to go forward when they're claiming they have more to give us? I mean,
No, I respect that. I appreciate that. And it is a serious, serious thing that occurred.
I don't think there's any harm in deferring.
There was a lot to review yesterday.
yeah. Yeah, especially how serious it is. I don't want any accusations that we didn't give them, full opportunity. And so, it's been a long time since it happened. I don't think we're any need be in any kind of rush. I think we could just have what they have it. And if we don't like what they submit, we can state on the record that, we didn't give it much weight, or it was late, or, there's a concern that they're kind of trying to button up after the testimony. I think we can properly weigh that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll defer this one, Danny.
Right. The vote, I guess, will be
information.
right. The vote will be deferred to allow for the submission of additional materials. Item number 2, Concord Entertainment Inc. doing business as Bill's Bar, the Lansdowne Pub, located at 9 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, August 6th, 2023. Contaminated drinks in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and fight in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I don't think there was not enough information for me to find a violation for the contaminated drinks.
Yeah, I think that I felt like they reacted properly to what they knew at the time, and I didn't see a violation.
Is this the one where he said there are covers on the counter? I mean, if there was just a note to say, like, maybe just be more proactive to make sure that patrons know what those covers are, and because I think they said if anyone's curious, they can ask what they are. So that might mean that people don't know.
That's a good point. And we are trying to get the word out more to patrons and to licensees that these covers are and should be available.
Yeah. So maybe a sign or something.
Great, so no violation, and the board is requesting that the licensee is more proactive in letting patrons know about lids that are available.
Yes, thank you.
Item number 3, MYN Corp. doing business as Dublin Pub, located at 7 to 9 Stoughton Street in Dorchester. Date of the incident, August 29th, 2023. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, a machete, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A. Assault and battery, patron on patron, a victim stabbed, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Failure to keep loiterers from in front of entrance abutting, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I just want to note that the police report also contained failure to notify police. And one other one, Danny, which I don't have right in front of me,
So failure to cooperate.
failure to cooperate. So those two things are pretty important, and I would like to defer this and reschedule this one so we can hear all of those things together.
So what, hold all deliberations until the next hearing.
Yes, please.
I agree with holding the hearing on the other two matters, so we can hear it all together. So I agree totally.
That makes sense.
Right, so deliberation will be deferred and the board will notice a second hearing to add the additional potential violations of failure to notify police and failure to cooperate with police.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 4, Guira and Tambora LLC doing business as Guira and Tambora, located at 4014 Washington Street in Roslindale. Date of the incident, September 10th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on employee in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I saw no violation here.
I saw the same thing.
I agree.
Item 5, J Bond LLC, located at 25 Kingston Street. Date of the incident, September 22nd, 2023. Assault and battery in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A, and a disturbance in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
Based on the testimony, I saw no violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 6, GSTH Investment Group LLC, doing business as Bijou and Rock and Rye, located at 51 Stewart Street. Date of the incident, November 25th, 2023. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon ×2, a knife on premise, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
So based on the testimony and in my review of both videos that were submitted, the assault occurred outside. People were seen exiting the premise completely without any incident, and then a fight occurred on the street, so I see no violation.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 7, Mile 22 Inc. doing business as Cityside in the Circle, located at 1958 to 1960 Beacon Street in Brighton. Date of the incident, November 9th, 2023. Persons under 21 in possession of alcohol on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Sections 34A, 34C, and 64 to 64A.
Licensee testified that there was definitely a breakdown with their staffing, leaving the door several times. And several people got in without being ID'd. Even though these patrons got there before the doorman started IDing, I think there should have been better checks and balances put into place. I see a violation.
I saw a violation as well.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't have any recent history. I went back several years, so my vote would be for a warning.
I agree with the warning.
Yes.
Violation with a warning. Item number 8, Cardona's Inc. doing business as Barney's Grill, located at 299 Haver Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, November 19th, 2023. Bottle service in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64. And overcrowding, 102 mechanical count, 62 capacity, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
I'm gonna take the bottle service one first. I see a violation.
Yep.
And my vote would be for a warning. They don't have any history of this.
Correct.
Sounds good.
Yes.
For the overcrowding, I see a violation.
Yes.
They do have a history. They actually have had a second warning. My vote would be for a 1-day suspension, but to hold it in abeyance. If this happens again, then they will serve the suspension. I think they were ill prepared. They should have known that this type of crowd would be coming there that night, and they let it happen willfully.
Do
Yeah.
you want oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, sorry.
No, I agree. Do you want a time frame for the abeyance?
Oh, yes, I say 6 months.
Sounds good.
I agree.
So a violation on both counts, a warning for the volume service, and on the overcrowding, a 1-day suspension to be held in abeyance for 6 months.
Mhm.
Item number 9, Leinster Group Inc. doing business as Scholars located at 25 School Street. Date of the incident, December 2nd, 2023. Patrons drinking alcohol on public way in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I see no violation here.
Yeah, the fact that they were responding to our alarm, I can't blame them for that, so. Taking them at their word that there was in fact an alarm going on at the time, I saw no violation as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And item number 10, Fan Hall MV Restaurant LLC doing business as Margaritaville, located at 300 Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Date of the incident, December 1st, 2023. Persons under 21 in possession of alcohol in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Sections 34A, 34C, and 64 to 64A, and failure to ID patrons for alcohol service in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
So brand new licensee in Faneuil Hall. They had just opened. They had just trained people. I still see a violation. This shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, there's no way around it, really.
Yeah,
This was 6 months, I mean, no, 6 weeks.
yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean,
So this was 4 people, is that right? Danny?
Yes, the 4 patrons under 21.
Okay, I think they're all related to the same server, the same incident. I see a violation. Taking them all together, my vote would be for a first written warning.
I agree.
We have a violation with a warning. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. Item number 1, Congress Street Fort Point LLC doing business as Trillium, located at 375 W Atlantic Ave, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Liam Mahoney.
I vote to approve, Mr. Mahoney.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, SZA LLC doing business as Shabu Zen, located at 78 to 80 Brighton Ave in Alston, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Yijin Cheng.
I vote to approve Mr. Chang as manager of record. I believe he's the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 3, Four Seasons of Massachusetts Inc. doing business as Four Seasons, located at 200 Boylston Street, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Michael Petter.
I vote to approve Mr. Petter as manager of record. I believe he's the appropriate character and fitness.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 4, Massachusetts Fine Wines and Spirits LLC doing business as The Crossing Wine and Spirits, located at 39 Temple Place, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Anthony Rodriguez.
I vote to approve Mr. Rodriguez as manager of record. I believe he is the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 5, Venture 66 LLC doing business as Halftime Pizza, located at 115 Causeway Street, has petitioned for a change in ownership interest.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 6, Boston Ramen Company Back Bay LLC doing business as Sushi by Basso Ramen Tavern, located at 163 Newbury Street, has petitioned to change the classification of its license to a wines, malt beverages, and liqueurs license.
I vote to approve the change of classification.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 7, H&M Restaurant Inc. doing business as Sophia Italian Steakhouse, located at 1430 VFW Parkway in West Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the license to VFW Parkway Restaurant Operator LLC, doing business as Sophia Italian Steakhouse at the same location, Wellington Augusto Manager, 1 a.m. closing hour. Has petitioned to amend the description of premise to a 2-story restaurant with basement. First floor includes a dining room with 136 seats, bar seating for 28, lounge area for 18, standing for 29, and kitchen. Second floor includes a dining room with 28 seats, bar seating for 14, and a 342 square foot seasonal outdoor dining area with a seating capacity of 20, operating from May 1st to October 30th from 4:30 p.m. till 1 a.m. Basement includes storage rooms, food prep area, office, and mechanical. 2 bathrooms on first floor, 1 bathroom gender neutral on second floor, 2 exits in the basement, 5 exits on the first floor, and 2 exits on the second floor. And finally, has petitioned to pledge the license to Harbor One Bank.
Thanks, Danny. I approve the transfer. I approve Mr. Augusto as the manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness. And I approve the amendment as requested and the pledge.
I agree to all.
I agree.
Thank you. Item number 8, Dig In Boylston Street LLC, doing business as Dig In Seasonal Market located at 557 Boylston Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to 121 Seaport Boulevard LLC, doing business as Museum of Ice Cream located at 121 Seaport Boulevard. Manish Vora, manager, 12 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve the transfer. I vote to approve Ms. Vora as manager of record. And any other changes requested.
I vote to approve as well.
And item number 9, Saguna Inc., doing business as Maverick Street Market located at 205 Maverick Street in East Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Krisha Corporation, doing business as Maverick Street Market located at 207 Maverick Street. Disha Patel, manager, 11 p.m. closing hour, and has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rockland Trust Company.
I vote to approve the transfer. I vote to approve Ms. Patel as manager of record. And I vote to approve the pledge.
I agree with all.
I agree.
Moving on to non-hearing transactions. The following are applying for a new common victualler license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, YHF Chinatown LLC, doing business as Moon and Flower House located at 20 to 22 Neeland Street. Manager Zhen Huang, hours of operation, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. This has since been amended. They are seeking a 10:30 p.m. closing.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, JC Sushi House Inc., located at 417 Washington Street. Manager Jackie Cow, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. This is within the Corner Mall in downtown Crossing.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 3, Mission Hill Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, located at 1631 Tremont Street in Mission Hill. Manager Mark Pesci, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 4, Jadu LLC, doing business as Espresso Yourself, located at 767 Center Street in Jamaica Plain. Manager Maya Mucho Padaya, hours of operation 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 5, Mago Mago Corp., doing business as Dot Cafe, located at 1459 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester. Manager Jack Tran, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following is applied to make changes to their existing common victualler license. Item number 1, Compass Group USA Inc., doing business as Chartwells at Suffolk University at 1 Court Street, has petitioned to amend the description of its license to first floor service with Sal's Pizza and cold food display.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied for one-day amendments to their existing license. Item 1, Timeout Market Boston LLC, doing business as Timeout Market, located at 401 Park Drive, has applied for a one-day amendment to include allowing guests to take beverages to a contiguous observation area for a broomball tournament promotional event on February 25th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 2, Adair Inc., doing business as Ned Divines, located at 2201 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has applied for a one-day amendment to include the contiguous space of the upper rotunda of Quincy Hall Marketplace for the APTA post-convention reception on February 16th between 6 and 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 3, Adair Inc., doing business as Ned Divines at 2201 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has applied for an amendment for the same contiguous space in the upper rotunda of Quincy Hall Marketplace for the HBS AASU Gala on February 24th from 8:30 p.m. to 1:45 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 4, The Catered Affair Inc., doing business as The Catered Affair at 700 Boylston Street, has applied for a one-day amendment to include the bar closure at 1:30 a.m. for a wedding. This is on December 29th, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. with all guests out by 2:30.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 5, GTI Properties, Inc., doing business as the Power Station located at 530 Harrison Ave, has applied for a one-day amendment to include a bar closure at 12:30 a.m. on February 24th for a private birthday celebration between the hours of 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. with all guests out by 1:30.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
And item 6, AHF Speedway Holdings LLC, doing business as Charles River Speedway, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied for a one-day amendment to include extending the license to Garage B for a movie night on February 13th between 6 and 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
The board has before them a list of applications for special one-day license applications, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board.
I vote to approve.
There are a number of items to vote on old and new business. The first 4, these are all from licensed premise inspection hearings that have been deferred. Item number 1, which the board had deferred, this is Massachusetts Sports Service, Inc., doing business as TD Garden, located at 100 Legends Way. Date of the incident, November 7th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on a police officer in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13D.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm referring to the right one. Is this the video of the woman who never went inside?
That's correct.
Okay, I see no violation here. She never
Yeah,
did.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah.
No violation. Item 2. Massachusetts Sports Service, Inc., doing business as TD Garden at 100 Legends Way. Date of the incident, November 19th, 2023. Assault and battery on police with injuries on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13D.
So I'm curious what Commissioner Kern and what Commissioner Saxon think. There definitely was overservice here, but it's hard to prove that without any receipts or actual proof of the person purchasing drinks from TD Garden. They could have been overserved before they even arrived there, which is a bigger problem that we can discuss. Based upon the violation before us and the testimony, I wasn't able to see a violation here. I didn't think that this was necessarily foreseeable on the part of TD Garden because I couldn't make the connection between the level of intoxication and the responsibility of the servers or the security personnel.
Yeah, conceivably, regardless of what we're observing at the moment that they were confronted, without the evidence of the state they were in when they maybe got their last 1 or 2 drinks and what they were exhibiting at that moment, I don't think we had enough here to have liability on the part of the premises.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think just systemically or structurally, there's maybe the organization can try to do a better job with tracking. But you don't have, if they're not using credit cards or if they're not matching the name to the credit card, I mean, it's just structurally impossible to find out, to pinpoint how much each person is drinking inside that building.
Yeah, but for our purposes, I think we need very specific things. They might not be the exact same things that maybe are most concerning to the police when you're talking about an assault and battery on a police officer.
Bingo.
But unless we're brought that evidence, I don't think we can really get to that point.
I agree. Yeah.
So the vote is for no violation.
Mhm.
Item number 3 concerns the same licensee, Massachusetts Sports Service, Inc., doing business as TD Garden at 100 Legends Way. Date of this incident, November 8th, 2023. Overservice of alcohol in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64. Assault and battery on a police officer in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13D. And disorderly patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I see no violation for the same reasons we just discussed.
For similar reasons, yep.
And item number 4, concerning the same licensee, Massachusetts Sports Service, Inc., doing business as TD Garden at 100 Legends Way, date of this incident, December 3rd, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on police officer ×2, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13D.
I see no violation.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 5, the board is in receipt of correspondence from Patina Boss LLC, doing business as Banner's Kitchen and Tap and Hub Hall, featuring Momo-san Ramen by Morimoto, located at 80 to 82 Causeway Street, requesting administrative approval to increase the capacity of the licensed premise from 597 to 1,260. This is broken down to 586 within Hub Hall and 674 within Banner's Kitchen and Tap. No further construction was done. They had been operating on temporary permits from ISD and BFD until construction was complete.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item 6, the board had deferred this to allow for the completion of the community process, which has since occurred. Distraction Brewing Company, LLC, located at 2 Belgrade Ave in Roslindale, had petitioned to amend the description of their license to a 3,105 square foot brewery located on the first floor of a 2-story building. Tap room is approximately 1,615 square feet with 40 seats. Bar and production is approximately 300 square feet. Basement for storage and finishing of products with no customer access. Restrooms in the rear with an outdoor annual patio on public property. Seating capacity of 36, closing at 11 p.m. ONS did run an abutters meeting, told us that it was largely, folks who attended that were largely in support. We've also received support from Boston Transportation Department and the District City Councilor, and we have received letters of both support and opposition from neighboring businesses.
Thanks, Danny. So the outside patio would be for 36 people, and it says annual. Is it certain months or is it weather permitting? Do you know?
And I remember it was weather permitted.
Okay,
They're gonna have heat lamps and stuff like that. This is on a small stretch of closed public way, right?
yeah, it was a public street and they closed it.
They close the entire street, like curb to curb.
Okay. My vote would be to approve it.
Yeah, I think this is a very appropriate use for this.
Agree.
Petition is granted. Item number 7, the board deferred the following to allow for the completion of the community process, which has since occurred. Lepe Food Services LLC, doing business as La Cuchara, located at 381 Blue Hill Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victualler 7-day wines and malt beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Antonio G. Lepe, closing time at 9 p.m. ONS did run an abutters meeting for this as well. The community voted to conditionally support. They are just concerned about folks loitering out front and trash pickup.
My vote would be to approve this application, and to approve, did we already approve Mr. Leppy as manager of record? I think we did. No,
The vote was deferred.
okay, to approve him as manager of record. Believe he has appropriate character and fitness to serve. So my vote would be to approve pending the availability of one for which he qualifies.
I vote to approve the application as well.
Yeah, I approve it. They can continue to speak to the community to make sure that they're on the same page.
Thank you. The petition is granted pending the availability of a license for which the applicant qualifies. Those are all of the items before the board today, so that will adjourn this morning's hearing. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.